teammates on the St. Louis Shock and Major League Pickleball were one of the top mixed doubles pairings in the 2024 season.
0-0-1.
Looking for that same success here on the PPA Tour.
Second serve. 0-0-2.
Oh my goodness.
And it is very clear.
What a point.
All 4 players are warmed up here early, Carolyn.
Yeah, if that's a preview for what's to come this match, I am here for it.
1-0-2. Side out.
Rane and Garnett obviously had that big win over McGuffin and Schneemann. They were pushed to 3 games in their first match of the day against Samantha Parker and Ivan Yakovlevich, winning that one 11-8 in the third. So they've had some considerable time on court already.
Point.
Anna Bright, someone who's so solid in all disciplines, of course, but especially in mixed doubles. I mean, she's made back-to-back finals with 2 different partners. Of course, made it with Dekel Bar and Mesa, had that huge win over Annalise Waters and Ben Johns in the semis. And just last week in Cape Coral, we were talking about it earlier, made it with J.W. Johnson. You know, you've said, Carolyn, that she's definitely the #2 female far and away. Would have to agree with you there.
Yeah, for sure. She's having a heck of a 2025 so far.
3-1-1.
And certainly not shying away from playing well today with Hayden. They've got a quick 3-1 lead.
3-1-2. Point.
Nice
Garnett.
ATP defense from Anna there.
Garnett got to look at his favorite shot, that backhand ATP, but
4-1-2.
well defended.
Side out.
That ball off the tape and just long.
It's funny. Hayden looked like he apologized right after he hit it because he thought it was him.
1-4-1.
Just a bit long.
Second serve. 1-4-2. Point.
Patriquin got to look at a ball he wanted. Loves that backhand
I don't
flick.
have that. Did that hit you?
But just sends it long.
2-4-2. Side out.
Garnett with a couple sort of maybe a little too dainty of a shot early on. He had 2 of those in some of these earlier possessions, so we'll see if he can make that adjustment. Again, wind is such a key factor here.
Patriquin just darting around the court.
Yeah.
Finds the backhand there.
5-2-1.
I don't think I've ever heard the word dainty used when describing a pickleball shot, but I like it. I'm going to add it to the repertoire. Because it's an accurate characterization.
Well, it's tough too because if you leave a ball into the wind too high, it's just literally sitting up waiting for someone, just a sitter. So I understand the choice.
Second serve. 6-2-2.
Nice work by Millie in that point, staying in a really solid dinking pattern with
2-6-1.
Anna moving it around, bringing in Hayden, and managing to come out with that one.
Second serve.
Just wide from Garnett.
Trailing 2-6 here
2-6-2.
in the opening game.
Set out. Six, 2, 1.
Wind really
Second
picking
serve.
up now.
6-2-2.
Nice spot from Millie Rane. That ball was so high, she really could have gone anywhere, but finds the
2-6-1.
right shoulder of Patriquin.
Nice point.
Through
Really
the middle.
Yeah, really well played by Garnett earlier in that point, and a really good pull from Millie.
We'll see if she continues to have success with that, because she went up the line at Patriquin on the previous point and then goes through the middle. It's going to make Patriquin think twice about being as aggressive.
Point. Four, 6, 1. Second serve. 4-6-2. Set out.
Bright says that is not open. That spot is not open.
Yeah, she could not have been more ready for that
6,
ball.
4, 1.
She was almost too far ahead of it, too ready for it.
Point.
Great drop from Anna.
Seven, 4, 1. Point.
Beautiful shot there from Patriquin. Off the backhand,
8,
forces
4,
the
1.
air from Millie Rane. 8-4 now.
Point.
Hannah Bright knows that she may be kind of
And then Hayden probably looking to do that as quickly as possible. And they're very nice matching.
They almost blend in with the court. Yeah, it's great.
Yes.
It's a nice find from Garnett, but we talked about some fashion earlier from Georgia and J.W. Johnson. Got to give credit where credit's due. The royal blue. We had one of our producers in the truck comment on it as well. He was a fan. Everybody's a fan of the royal blue.
Nice defense from Millie, but Hayden's hands are just too good.
Game point now, 10-4. And finished in style from the St. Louis Shock teammates. 11-4, they take this opening game over Connor Garnett and Millie Rane. They are one game away it up at 5 here in game
Time
2.
in.
And a bright
5,
Hayden
5, 2.
Patriquin looking to take this one in straight games.
Set out.
Nice ball from Garnett up the line on Anna. Just out of
5,
reach
5, 1.
of her forehand. Those were not out of reach of her forehand.
No, very much not. Despite some
5, 5, 2.
incredible gets from Rane and Garnett.
Point.
Unable to handle the Garnett drive.
6, 5, 2.
Opens up a 1-point advantage.
Set out.
I don't know.
Almost.
Maybe that was out.
Hard to
Behind the
tell
ball,
from-
sometimes
yeah.
it's hard to tell.
5,
That
6,
looked
1.
in to me. They did not contest.
No challenge, but again, you gotta like the move from Rane.
Point.
I gotta say I've been liking the offense she's been able to generate off the bounce
6, 6, 1.
throughout this match. And the defense too, Carol.
Yeah.
Second
Yeah.
serve.
Somehow just, I don't even know how she was
6,
able
6,
to
2.
direct that, but
Point. Seven, 6, 2.
Oh, great point for both teams. Patriquin and Bright coming out on top there, as we've got quite a crowd assembling
6,
here
2.
on Grandstand Court.
it's great to see it's still just a Friday afternoon. Expect this, all courts really to be filled
Set out.
to the brim over the weekend. You know, North Texas loves its pickleball, so if you're in the area, make sure you
Hold.
show out. Beautiful courts of McKinney facility. Fight through the wind if you have to.
Here we go. 6, 8, 1. Second serve.
Patriquin almost hit that. Wouldn't have been a bad play, but the safer bet, just let it fly, which it did.
6, 8, 2.
Garnett and Rane still trailing by 2.
Set out. 8, 6, 1. Second serve.
That ball feels long.
Right,
With
a
these
little-
conditions, it honestly had a chance of staying in,
Yeah,
but
right.
8, 6, 2. Set out.
all right, big hold. And I think a pretty key possession
6, 8,
here
1.
for Rane and Garnett.
Been stuck on 6 for a few.
Wow,
Point.
great point.
They get off of 6, cut the deficit to 1, fighting to stay alive
7, 8,
here.
1.
filled with net cords there.
Yeah.
Eventually goes the way of
Thank you.
Bright and Patriquin.
Seven, 8, 2.
Wind
Some
really
of the
picks
guys
up
right now are, the ball is blowing sideways.
8, 7, 1.
Nice
Second
pull
serve.
from Millie again.
She's going to need to
8,
keep
7,
doing
2.
that and keep trying different spots. They want to potentially force this to a third game. She's really been a difference maker. How the heck did that point not end sooner, Carolyn? No way. Felt like that point should have ended 2 or 3
9, 7,
times
2.
before it actually did, but there's the way of Bright and Patriquin, 9-7.
Point.
That ball just wide
Match
from
point.
Garnett. We go into a match point here on the side
Timeout,
of Bright and Patriquin.
10, 7.
And Duong
Time in.
in the
Match
quarterfinals.
point. 10, 7, 2. Side out.
Nice hold there from Garnett and Rane. They live to see another day.
Here we go. 7, 10, 1.
Nice battle up at the kitchen.
I'd say those hands
8,
battles
10,
between
1.
Garnett and Patriquin have probably gone about 50-50 in this match.
Point.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with Garnett up at the
9, 10, 1.
up at the kitchen today.
Missed return cuts the lead to 1. And it is the Connor Garnett takeover here late in game 2.
Timeout receivers. 10,
Timeout
10,
on the
1.
side of Bright and Pat.
So does the win.
Yeah. Wow.
Point.
Patriquin
Game point.
gets a shot that he will make 98 out of 100 times. A shot you'd be thrilled to have
11, 10, 1.
into the net. Game point. Garnett and Rane.
Second serve.
That ball goes
Game
long.
point.
Rane and Garnett have one more chance to take
11,
this
10,
game.
2.
Oh, a little bit of a
Side out.
miscommunication between Garnett and Rane. Takes us to a side out.
10, 11, 1. Second serve. 10, 11, 2. Point.
And they tie it up. Rane again going to the right shoulder of Patriquin, but he was there for that
11,
one
11, 2.
in a big moment.
Point.
And all of a
Match
sudden,
point.
match point number 2 for Bright and Patriquin.
12, 11, 2.
12-11.
What a point. They pull that off.
Point of the match to close out the match is Hayden Patriquin and